Hey people, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be reviewing a movie by Ruth Kadiri titled Me or You. This movie features the likes of Chidi Dike, Clinton Joshua, Nwakama, amongst others. Nwakama played the role of Kayla, while Chidi Dike played the role of Christ, who was a close friend to Kayla, while Clinton Joshua played the role of Ini, who was from a rich but troubled home. So it all started when Kayla was transferred to a new school where she met Natalie, her roommate. Natalie was outgoing and fun to be with, and she became fond of Kayla in no time, and they got along quite well. Kayla happened to be from a humble background as well as her friend Chris, but her roommate was from a rich background also and could afford anything she wanted. Kayla could only afford the school she attended due to the kindness of a good Samaritan who was sponsoring her education, but not long after she resumed classes, she lost her sponsor to the cold hands of death. After the death of the kind man, it dawned on her that she needed to be responsible for herself in any way she can so as to continue her education. So while she was still sad and mourning the death of her sponsor, her roommate walked in and was trying to have a conversation with her, but she was still moody. So in a bid to help Kayla cheer up, she offered to gift her a bottle of an expensive perfume she got from her friend Ini. Kayla accepted the gift and thanked her. Natalie was curious, so she asked Christ was and while she was always with him and why they were always doing things together like they were a couple or something. Kayla told her she was single and that she didn't have anything to do with Chris aside being best friends. So there was a day she was at a restaurant and while she was eating, some girls walked in and they were discussing. Immediately, she walked to their table to market the bottle of perfume she got from Natalie. She wanted to sell it off so she could be able to save the money for something else. And while they were discussing, she offered to sell it for 10,000 naira, but the girls declined and insisted on paying 4,000 naira. So while they were still conversing, Ini was seated across the room and was seeing everything that was going on. He interrupted them before she could take the offer. He asked why she wanted to sell a perfume that was worth 150,000 naira for a ridiculous price of 4,000 naira. She was kind of shocked and didn't realize the perfume was worth that much, so she got up immediately and head back home. She was home when Ini knocked on the door. She was kind of confused when she saw him because she thought he was stalking her until her roommate came out to confirm that Ini was actually her friend. Ini mentioned the incident in the presence of Natalie and how he stopped her from selling. She was shocked Kayla wanted to sell the gift she gave her. Kayla tried to apologize, but Ini was too upset to listen. This was when Kayla knew that the perfume was also a gift to Natalie and that it was from her friend Ini. After the whole drama, Natalie was still not talking to Kayla. She kept apologizing until she eventually accepted the apologies. So thereafter, there was a school party coming up and Natalie was going to attend with her friends. Chris wanted to attend as well, so he told Kayla he wanted them to go together and that he was going to pay for both of them. She felt her friend needed the money, so she advised him to save it for something more important than a party. So after concluding that they were not going to attend the party, Kayla's roomie, Natalie, asked if she was going to the party. Then she said no and that moreover it was a waste of money and time. Natalie offered to pay for Kayla and said she wasn't going to take no for an answer. So Kayla accepted to go with her. When Chris heard about this, he wasn't happy and insisted that she shouldn't go since he wasn't going as well. She promised not to go in order to make her best friend happy. But on the day, she changed her mind and followed Natalie to the party. Kayla and Ini didn't get along quite well since the old perfume drama, despite being classmates and all. They were always at each other's neck. Exam results were released and Kayla topped her class with straight A's. After seeing how brilliant Kayla was, Ini wanted her to be his tutor since he didn't do well in his own exams and even offered her money for her services, but she declined and said she doesn't want to have anything to do with him or his money. She told Chris about everything and they laughed about it. Ini didn't give up. He kept on following and persuading her around campus despite the rejections and embarrassment he got. She finally agreed since it involved money and she needs it for her own education. Chris wasn't cool with the fact that they were going to be together alone studying, so he offered to join them. Kayla told him not to worry, that she could handle Ini on her own. Chris had feelings for Kayla, but he didn't tell her. His friend kept on insisting he talked to her about it before it becomes too late, but he just couldn't find the courage to tell her about how he felt since they have been friends for so long and he didn't want to ruin that. Kayla and Ini started studying together and Kayla noticed he was mostly distracted and asked if there was something wrong with him or if he had issues with his family and stuff. He didn't admit at first, but she knew something was wrong, so he advised and encouraged her to stay strong. Her words of encouragement helped, and he started doing well in his studies. They started getting close, and this became a threat to Chris, who was mostly around them to interrupt or to engage in one conversation or the other just to distract them. Despite all of this, Ini and Kayla were already beginning to have feelings for each other, and the more time they spent with each other, the more they got closer and attracted to one another. Chris was not having all of this friendship and closeness, so he just ignored Kayla for the time being. She tried to get him to talk, but he was not saying anything to her. He was just ignoring her and everything. She tried apologizing, but he still was not answering. So at this point, she got tired and felt he was going to come around when the time was right. Ini, on the other hand, was really enjoying her company. He kept on taking her out, buying her gifts. Like, it was just like a very interesting moment for both of them. Like, they were getting to know themselves better. So Ini decided to talk to Kayla about his feelings for her, but before then he asked if there was truly nothing other than friendship between her and Chris, and she confirmed it that Chris was just a friend to her and they had nothing in common aside being friends. So he went ahead and confessed his feelings, and luckily for him, she was also feeling the same way. So they were just getting to like know more about each other, and that was when Chris came again to interrupt. This time he just started beating Ini, and Ini was kind of surprised that why is this guy acting this way? Like, what could be the problem? Even Kayla was shocked herself and was not understanding why I was acting that way till he came out to say he was in love with her and he wanted her, and he has loved her all this while, but he just couldn't find the courage to talk. She was just so shocked, and they like it was just like kind of shocking to her because to her it was basically friendship and nothing more. After processing the whole incident, Kayla decided to have a serious conversation with Chris. So she told him that she would like to talk to him, and they scheduled a meeting, and she told him she once had a crush on him in the past, and ever since then she just built her mind to just understand that they were just friends and they couldn't be anything more. And he was surprised hearing that. He felt, why didn't you tell me all this while? We would have been together by now. And she said she was so sorry and that she was having feelings for Ini, and she doesn't want to ruin their friendship. She still wants them to remain friends, and he should also maintain that same energy, that she wants to be friends with him despite anything that have happened or that is going to happen in the future. So she also went ahead to talk to Ini about the whole situation and told him how much she felt, and also indicated that she doesn't want to ruin her friendship with her best friend, that he has been there for her through thick and thin, and she also wants to maintain that relationship, that for now they should just remain friends, and as time goes on probably will come around and they would like be able to continue with their relationship. But she doesn't want to continue a relationship with him, knowing fully well that her friend was not going to be in good terms with her. Personally, I feel she made the best decision in this situation because she can't let her old friend go because she just met someone, and moreover they are both like important to her. So she just has to strike a balance of friendship and love at the same time. I would like you guys to let me know if you have seen this movie, and if you haven't, please check the movie out and tell me what you think in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to turn on your post notifications so as to get notified whenever I post a new video. See you in my next video, guys. Bye.